So the story begins with a girl named Sophia, who is an ocean researcher. Today, she is in the Pacific Ocean along with her husband and her team, researching how ocean waste is affecting marine life. During this, one of her teammates tells her that they have picked up a strange signal. Hearing this, they all immediately prepare to go underwater. Sophia and Jade stay on the ship while the rest of the team goes underwater. Sophia starts guiding them through the monitor. As Chris moves forward, he suddenly finds a baby blue whale which is already dead because it got trapped in a net. But the shocking part is that half of its body is missing. When they look closely, they realize that there are massive bite marks on the whale from a very huge creature. At the same time, Sophia finds out that the signal is coming from a tracker placed on a shark named Lilith, and that shark is heading straight towards them. Meanwhile, multiple sharks start surrounding Chris. Seeing this, Sophia warns him to stay alert. But suddenly Lilith passes right beside Chris and everyone gets shocked. Chris asks Sophia, is that the same shark? But Sophia, confused, says Lilith should be here, but 3 months ago she was only 2.5 meters long. However, when Chris notices the tracker on the shark, they realize that this is actually Lilith, who has now grown up to 10 meters long. Seeing her massive size, Chris decides that they should leave the water immediately. But Sophia asks him to take a sample from Lilith because she wants to know how she grew so fast. Chris injects her to collect the sample, and Lilith quickly swims away. But they get enough samples, so the team starts coming back to the surface. Suddenly, Lilith returns at high speed and attacks them one by one, killing everyone. Seeing this, Sophia jumps into the water to save them. As she goes deeper, she finds Chris's severed hand, which terrifies her. She tries to swim back to the boat, but before she can escape, Lilith comes in front of her and attacks. Sophia somehow dodges the attack, but gets tangled in a net along with Lilith and starts sinking deep into the ocean. Due to the extreme pressure, her ears start bleeding, but somehow she cuts the net and manages to reach the surface. 3 years later, the story shifts to the Sane River in Paris, where two boys are searching for something valuable. Suddenly, their magnet becomes very heavy. When they pull it out, they are shocked because they find a missile in the river. Terrified, they call the police. The police arrive and Officer Adil tells reporters that there is nothing to worry about because more than 100 bombs and missiles have already been found in this river. A reporter asks how so many bombs came to Paris. Adil explains that these are from World War II and have drifted into the river. He assures that all of them are inactive. Now the scene shifts to Sophia, who has left shark research and now teaches children about marine life. While she is teaching, a kid mocks her, saying, "Your whole team died doing this and you are still teaching us." Hearing this, Sophia gets emotional and leaves. On her way, a girl named Mika stops her. Sophia ignores her, but Mika mentions Beacon 7. Hearing this, Sophia gets shocked because that is the name of the tracker she placed on Lilith. Mika takes her to her organization where they research sharks and tells Sophia that she is their role model. Mika then shows her Lilith's location, which is now in the Sane River. Sophia refuses to believe because according to her, a shark cannot survive in fresh water. Mika says maybe due to climate change, Lilith adapted and now they must send her back to the ocean or she will die. She asks Sophia to help, but Sophia refuses and goes home. At home, Sophia watches the old footage of her team getting killed and becomes emotional. But when she checks Lilith's location again, she is shocked because Lilith is actually in the river. Realizing the danger, she decides to catch her. Meanwhile, Mika and Ben track Lilith and reach the river. Mika dives underwater and finds a crashed car with huge bite marks. Above, Ben notices police arriving, so she pulls the rope, but Mika detaches it. Ben escapes, but Mika gets caught by police. At the same time, Sophia reaches there but finds no one. Edward's dog keeps barking towards the river, which feels strange. Sophia leaves. Next morning, Adil interrogates Mika but does not believe her. Meanwhile, Sophia gets a call and reaches the location where Edward's half-eaten body is found. Adil asks if a shark did this. After examining, Sophia confirms that Lilith is responsible. At the office, Sophia and Mika explain everything to the police chief, but he does not believe them and says it is a boat accident. He orders Adil to find proof. Adil forms a team and takes Sophia with him. Mika secretly follows them. As the team dives, the shark signal suddenly disappears. They sense something massive in the water and quickly return to the boat. Checking sonar, Adil gets shocked because it shows a 20-meter long shark. He suspects Sophia and throws her out. Sophia confronts Mika for turning off the tracker. Mika says, "You want to kill the shark?" Sophia replies, "Sharks are not your friends," and reminds her of what happened 3 years ago. Angry, Sophia leaves. Mika then records a video asking people to save Lilith and calls activists to gather. Meanwhile, Adil tries to convince the mayor to stop the upcoming triathlon event, but she refuses because it involves huge money and global attention. She orders them to remove the shark instead. Sophia suggests trapping and sedating the shark and releasing it back into the ocean. Everyone agrees. Ben arrives and warns that Mika has gathered activists in the catacombs to use sonar to guide Lilith to the ocean. Adil and team team rush there. The tunnels are narrow, so they move on foot through water. Mika and activists are already there. She enters the water with sonar. Adil tells everyone to leave, but Mika ignores him. Suddenly, Lilith appears bigger than ever. A baby shark comes near Mika and she tries to touch it. Sophia warns her not to, but Mika does not listen. Lilith gets angry and attacks Mika, killing her. Panic spreads and chaos begins. Many activists and officers get killed. Adil starts firing, forcing Lilith to retreat. Survivors are taken to the hospital. Sophia is traumatized. Later, they find a dead baby shark and take it to the lab. Sophia discovers that the sharks have adapted to fresh water. When she cuts open the shark, she finds multiple babies inside, even though it is only 2 months old. She realizes they are reproducing through parthenogenesis, meaning they do not need males. Lilith has become a new species and is multiplying rapidly. If not stopped, they will wipe out humans. Adil is shocked. Sophia explains everything to the mayor and president, but the mayor refuses to cancel the event and blames Sophia instead. Furious, Sophia argues but gets thrown out. The mayor hands control to the army. Still, Adil and Sophia plan to destroy the sharks by planting bombs in the catacombs. They split into teams and begin the mission. At the same time, the triathlon event begins and people jump into the water. Adil's team reaches the breeding ground. Sophia uses a device to repel sharks. They plant bombs but have only 3 minutes to escape. Suddenly, a shark attacks an officer who had the trigger device. Another officer grabs it and activates the bombs but gets killed. Seconds later, the explosion happens. Adil gets badly injured, but Sophia saves him. She goes back to check for survivors, but Lilith emerges from the rubble furious. She attacks the team and flips their boat. Sophia barely escapes with Adil. Lilith then moves toward the swimmers and starts attacking them. Panic spreads everywhere. The army commander starts firing despite Adil warning about old bombs in the river. A bullet triggers one shell, causing a massive explosion which sets off chain reactions. Explosions create a tsunami and flood the entire city of Paris. Hours later, Sophia finds injured Adil and takes him to a rooftop. When he regains consciousness, they see thousands of baby sharks surrounding them along with Lilith. They realize she has created multiple breeding zones. Paris is now underwater and filled with sharks. And as Sophia and Adil stood surrounded by water, they realized this was never just one shark. Lilith had become something far more dangerous, a new species. Thousands of sharks were now in the city. And this was just the beginning, because this is not the end of Lilith. This is the start of a nightmare. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Until then, stay safe and stay away from the water. This is Rahul signing off.